ever been in a situation where, like, you know you're doing something bad, and you know that you shouldn't be doing it, and you hear like a voice telling you, oh, maybe this is a bad idea? Well, here's a quote. It says, "Conscience, a small, still voice that makes minority reports." I completely agree with this, because whichever decision you make, whether it's good or bad, you always you have to think about it, and there's always like a voice that tells you, well, this is something that I need to do, like that's gonna help me, or it's gonna do something, or it's gonna affect me in the wrong way. So I'm gonna talk about today. I want to talk about how your conscience helps you always can help you make good decisions or bad decisions in your life. There's an example of when whether like you see a person like drop like money, or drop their phone or whatever, and you can always tell yourself, oh, I can just take that money, or I can just take the phone, and there's always like there's always like a voice in your head that tells you whether or not like I can either help that person out, or I could just take it for myself and make easy money or whatever. And also there's here's an example of me where when I made like a bad decision was where me and a couple of friends were we're gonna ditch class early to go to a friend's I guess like a party or whatever. But we're gonna ditch class early, but I kind of stopped myself because I don't know, like I stopped myself because like I don't know, I guess I had like a little voice telling me, this is a bad idea, I shouldn't be doing this. And ever since that, like, it was my first and last time ditching class, so I guess that was a good thing. And yeah, so yeah, I guess conscience can either help you good or bad. Depends how you use it. I guess depends how you listen to it or not. And yeah, that's all I got.
Resume. All right, Richard, the rhetorical question at the beginning is fine. You had a good transition to the quote. You had a thesis statement that's pretty clear, and you even set up a structure, a two-part structure. After, though, you set it up, it doesn't really keep that structure. The first thing that you talk about is really more of a dilemma rather than how it might benefit you to listen to that particular voice. And then later on, you just feel like you're wandering around on the subject instead of really talking about what the negative consequences would be. The example about ditching the class, I think, works best for you because it's the one that actually has the most detail and it seems to be the most real, so it gives you something that you're grounded in, but it doesn't really go very far at developing the point that you're talking about. On the delivery issues, Your voice projects reasonably well. I didn't notice any particular problems while you're talking to us. Maybe the pacing could be a little bit more energetic. Maybe your voice could be a little bit more enthusiastic. But you've got kind of one of those quiet personalities, and so you're being asked to do something that's a little bit different for you. I think you need to maybe step out and be a little bit more energetic there. Gestures are limited. You kind of have the quote in your hand, and you're not snapping it, but it does limit you. You're focused on keeping that in your hand. Excuse me. Same thing with your voice, with the facial expressions. Look, you smile occasionally. You sometimes, when you're performing in front of an audience, need to be a little bit grander than you might be normally. There was nothing that was problematic. I just think that it's less engaging when you don't animate what you're talking about. The eye contact on the audience with the audience though was pretty solid. I did notice that you stood back as pretty much as far as you could get in the corner there, and that's one of those indicators the audience is going, maybe that's the source of anxiety. Maybe I'm standing back here, and you want to be a little bit more authoritative as a speaker. Step forward, like I said, and engage the audience. I think you can do a better job like that. And then of course we had the "that's it" exit line, which we don't want you to do. We want you to be a little bit more inventive than that. All right, that's it.